Good morning. It is day 26 of Araroa. We're leaving, or we just left the holiday park in Twizel, and now we're walking through the school field to get to the hub of town where there's several restaurants and cafes. And our plan is to find a bakery, get some coffee and pastries. We finished our breakfast at the Twizel Bakery and Cafe. Now we are back on the TA. I believe it's only about 13 miles today. That's why we were able to have a slow morning and get a little bit later of a start. I don't think it'll be much of a climb at all either. So it should just be a nice walk, and hopefully the cars aren't too loud. Behind me here is Lake Thru-Hike, and if you can see the snow-capped mountains in the distance, I believe one of those is Mount Cook. Nice vista point, beautiful teal water. I guess the area that we're in right now, we're between Twizel and Tekapo. It's known to have some of the best stargazing in the world, and it's a pretty clear day. So tonight we're gonna set an alarm for like midnight or something and come out of our tent to check out the stars. Thanks. Bikers just came by and they stopped and they said, "Are you guys TA hikers?" And we said, "Yeah." And they wanted to give us chocolate and an apple, so we got little Easter chocolates and an apple from them. And they're actually TA hikers themselves. Just they rented a bike for this section and have, I guess, their packs waiting for them in Twizel or Oahu maybe. Anyway, trail magic. That was sweet. I wasn't expecting a little treat like that, but here we are. We just arrived at our campsite for the night. Looks like there's water that way, and the campsite itself is clearly marked for us. It's brand new, so it wasn't actually marked on our maps. We've only seen notes and comments about it from other hikers. Yeah, it was pretty easy to find. It's just a big field, really. I'm expecting it'll be pretty windy. But this is actually a great spot to take photos of stars. It's a wide open sky above us. Thinking this spot here looks lovely. Nice and mowed, nice and flat. Far enough away from the trail. What do you think? Looks great. Looks great. Oh, and there's even rocks to hammer on our stakes ready for us. We had been hanging out in our tent for a while, not very long, with the quilts over the top as shade and insulation for the tent, which worked okay, but it still was very sweaty, kind of like a little sauna in there. So Joe had climbed up the hill behind me into those trees and he actually found a nice shady little nook, little cove. And so that's where we've been hanging out. I just came back down to the tent to make sure our quilts hadn't flown away. I'm just gonna put them inside the tent now, and then I think we'll hang out in the shade up the hill for a while longer. Good morning on day 27 of Araroa. We left our campsite this morning right around like 6:10 a.m. Last night we had set an alarm for 1:30 a.m. so we got up. The goal was to peek outside of our tent and check out the stars. But the moon was actually still really bright. It hadn't totally set yet. So while the stars were still really spectacular, they weren't like the best we've ever seen, I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it. Anyway, so this morning when we woke up at 5, we looked outside the tent and the stars were actually amazing. You could see the cloudiness of the Milky Way. They're super speckled and even better than it was at 1:30. But anyway, that's when we got up, got ready, and now we've been on the move, just walking on this like old farm track, gravel farm track. We're gonna do about 20 miles today. They should be quick miles, easy miles, no big climbs or anything. And we are headed to the town of Tekapo, where we have a room, and we're going to be taking a 0 because it is an international, no it's not, it's a national United States holiday tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday. Today is actually Sunday in New Zealand, but tomorrow is Sunday. Our Monday is the United States' Sunday, so tomorrow we're gonna watch the Super Bowl from our room and then head back out on the trail the next day. Trail today started off as grassy farm track and pretty quickly met with this canal, the Tekapo Canal, and we've been following this for several miles already. We'll be following it for the rest of the day, and it's really nice flat track, so we've been able to walk very quickly today. So we should make it into town in no time at all. Lunch today is just right off the side of the road. We were walking towards a building and we thought maybe there was somewhere to sit up there, maybe some shade, but we never seemed to get any closer to the building. on day 28 of Te Araroa. It's a 0 day, so in the best way possible, there's not going to be a lot going on today. We're just going to hang out in Lake Tekapo and at our hotel, watch the Super Bowl, eat good food, and just relax. We'll do a little bit of planning for the upcoming section. There's the Rangitata river that we need to hitch around, so we're going to figure out logistics for that. The highest point on the TA is in the next section, so just figuring out how many miles a day we can do and how many days total we think the next section will take. Yeah, stuff like that, the usual, but from a comfy hotel room.